Victor Echo 3 Delta Delta Uniform. Ray in Blue Mountain, Ontario. We talked before.
Roger, Ray. How's it going this afternoon, sir?
It is doing very well, Jim. I'm checking within you. Last time we chatted, I was on my ICOM 7300 and the stock mic, and it sounded pretty good. Things have changed since then. I have now acquired an ICOM 7610. Yesterday, I received my Heil Pro 7 headset with the IC option on it for the ICOM radio, which is the electric condenser microphone. I haven't really worked the settings on the microphone, but I have set it to Heil's recommended settings for starting point. So, QSL on that?
Roger, so, let me congratulate you on the ownership of a 7610, my ultimate best choice of radios. I think the 7610 is just beautiful, and I think it exceeds the 7300 in, I only know the transmitter, and the drive control just is outstanding. It just lets you set, whatever parameters you want as far as, modulation and the dBs per the way, the fatness of the signal. That's the simplest way to put it. Roger.
Roger, Jim. And not only that, I've noticed with the 7610, it is much more sensitive. I've been able to pick out a lot of DX stations out of the mud and everything. There's a lot more settings on the radio, and which I find is a plus. But when you're switching over from the 7300 to the 7610, it is a big difference. Basically, you can take the 7610 out of the box.
Sir, the frequency's in use.
Turn it on and start operating it. Problem is, eventually you come to a brick wall where the radio actually tells you, read the manual, stupid. And that's basically what happens. You can get a 7300 and be successful operating right out of the box, where the 7610 will let you do it until it tells you to stop and read the manual. Back to you.
Roger that. So I'm assuming that you are following some of our guidelines, or most of them. Your compressor at about a third of its level, about a 3, Roger?
Okay, yes, the compression is at 3 right now. The setting is that mic gain is set at 30, compression at 3, bass EQ is minus 3 dB, treble EQ is set to positive 3 dB. Back to you.
Alrighty, and as you look at your ALC, you're running mid-scale to 2/3?
Hang on a second, I gotta switch the screen on here. I am running almost full scale on the ALC when I'm talking.
Okay, it just seems a little loose. You might be maybe 4.5 dB dynamic range as opposed to 3. So what I want you to do is go to quick, and we'll go to drive. Roger.
Roger. I'm gonna get the quick on here. Okay, I'm on the drive gain here.
All right, and what's your current setting on drive?
Drive gain is 50%.
All right, I want you to take it to 65.
Jim, the drive gain is now at 65%.
Ah, yes. Well, tell me about your antenna system now.
The antenna system right now is an off-center dipole, which is only about 28 feet off the ground. I built it, and it's 135 feet. It's going to be extended another 10 feet higher. I have a balun which I built, a dual-core balun, a 4-to-1 into a 1-to-1 to handle any common mode with high-quality coax into the radio. Back to you.
Roger that. Well, now your dynamic range is about 3 dB, maybe 2. I can't be more accurate. I'll say about 3 dB. Very fat signal now, and I would keep it like that. I would suggest that you get yourself a foam windscreen and put on that microphone. Roger.
Roger. It's got a windscreen on it, and changing it. Yes, I was testing it out yesterday on 80 meters there on SDR, and I was recording. The conditions were last night was terrible. It doesn't matter how good of a system you had. Everything just sounded terrible. But yes, I did hear the wind coming out of my mouth, and that has to be dealt with.
Roger, and it's unfortunate that foam windscreen didn't solve the problem. I've not ever run across a foam windscreen that didn't solve the problem. So that windscreen you have needs to be properly praised to the manufacturer. Roger.
Roger. I moved the boom away from my face a little bit. Is there any difference to you there, Jim?
Oh yeah. Now, are you using a headset?
Roger. A Heil Pro 7 headset.
Okay. Condenser mic?
Roger. The electric condenser mic on it. The IC version of the Pro 7 for ICOM radios.
Roger. Well, old dog, new tricks. Bob had always been a dynamic microphone man. I'm glad he's moving into, with the condenser mics. Roger.
Roger. Yeah, it's the IC version there, and it comes with all the proper connections and everything and stuff like that. So I got it, and if I ever want to move into a dynamic mic, I have to change the plugs or rip it apart and terminate the bias power on it and stuff like that. But right now I'm just using what I got and experimenting with it. Back to you.
Roger, I can't think of any reason that to go back to a dynamic microphone after running an electret mic. Roger.
Roger. So everything sounds okay to you there, Jim?
Yes, sir. You're good to go, sir. Just nice. Let me hear you just a little bit more on the top end.
Well, I'm gonna give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 9, 10. The quick brown fox jumped over the house and got killed. How's that?
Roger. Now that 3-band EQ, I'm assuming is the same as a 7300. Is that Roger?
There might be a difference here. There's a lot of options on the 7610 that I'm just discovering, and there's an actual large difference between the 7300 and the 7610. Just the setting menu is about 3.5 times larger than the 7300.
Roger. Okay. But you are in the widest mode possible. Not widest mode possible, but you are in the 100 to 3 or 2900 capability.
Okay. My transfer bandwidth is set at mid. Hang on. I'm going to go into the settings here.
Yeah, Ray, I was talking about your band pass. You are 100 to 2900 or 100 to 3K band pass?
Yeah, it is set at 100 to 2900.
Excellent. That's good. You want to be all that you can be within reason. You get past 29, you get on up there, and you start, getting comments from your friends and death threats from your enemies, Roger.
Roger there, Jim. Thank you very much for everything here. I was just, I was listening to you on the SDR and the computer there, because I wrote everything down. I got to talk to Jim. I just got the headset there yesterday, and I made sure I get back to you.
Oh, Roger. Well, yeah, I think you've got it going on there, sir. I think, the only thought I might had was just a tad more top end up around the syllabic area, the S range, the absolute top end of the EQ. But then on second thought, I'm not sure how much of that might be available on a boom mic. I would have thought that it would have had that top end, but I'm not sure.
Roger there, Jim. I really haven't gotten that much into the microphone on the radio, because when I received the headphones yesterday, I spent most of the time scanning the bands, just listening, because I'm picking up DX stations that I couldn't hear on my external speaker and things like that. I was just more intrigued and having fun. Back to you.
Oh, roger that, roger that. Well, I've got a new suggestion now about how to be very consistent about your mic technique, and that involves watching your watt meter. Now, on a single sideband, the watt meter functions a lot like a VU meter, because as you speak, it represents the velocity of the peaks that you're speaking. So if you were to be in eye contact with your watt meter as you spoke, you could look at it and see if you were to pull off mic like that, your level would drop drastically down, and then if you came back on mic, it would be where it should be. So by observing religiously the functionality of the watt meter, I think you can increase immensely your average peak modulation just by the control of your voice looking at the meter.
Roger there, Jim. I'm looking at it right now, and when I just said to Roger, I peaked at 90 there, and I can see the forward power and where it's going up and down and where it's averaging.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And we have you with about a 3 dB dynamic range, so that meter should just hang up there towards its normal reference point, as opposed to if you didn't have that fat signal, it would be falling down between each word. Roger.
Roger. I've been watching that, and I seem to be doing okay there.
Oh. I'm sorry. Yes, you are. I'm looking at the other end of your audio, and I can guarantee you are, Roger.
Thank you very much, Jim. There, listen, I don't want to hold you up. I know you're going to have a lot of other people up on here, and it's been a pleasure getting a hold of you today. Back to you.
Roger. Well, my pleasure, and great recording. And I will suggest that you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor. That will take you to our Qso-Vlog page, and you'll be looking for a program called My Group Air Check 91319. My Group Air Check 91319. Roger.
Roger. Jim, I've got your bookmarks on my computer here, so that's not going to be a problem. Talk to you.
Oh, roger that. Okay, and the signal that I have been receiving on your transmissions today was on the mag loop antenna, and we are at 000 degrees. And I did find out by using a field strength meter that I twirled the mag loop around, and I did find the absolute max lobe coming off that antenna, and it was not directly off the edge of it. It was about 15 degrees to the right-hand side of that center side part of the mag loop antenna. Roger. But it made about 30% difference in signal strength that way. So I recalibrated my 000 to be the max fire point off the mag loop antenna.
Oh, Roger there, Jim. I'm going to be doing some adjustments to that antenna. I'm actually adding another antenna there. I'm also adding a receive-only loop to it with a rotator on it also. So I want to get all that stuff done before I apply. So
frequencies in use, sir.
In the next month or so. Back to you.
Roger, Ray. Okay, let me say threes to you, buddy, and we'll let you go. And thanks for dropping by, and have a great weekend. This is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, and this is the Qso-Vlog network. From now until 5, we are recording live. If you've got a radio you want to check out the audio, give us a shout. This is KC9VKV.